friends. Welcome to Flosstube and Variety Show number 76, I think it is. I'm Emily Williams in Chapel Hill, North Carolina, where we are in a flash flood warning and an aerial flood warning and all sorts of things. A lot of rain, which I do love a rainy afternoon, actually. We've even had some thunder and lightning earlier, which I also love, frankly. I love weather. This is Friday, April 7th, and today is Leslie's birthday. Happy birthday. Tomorrow is Anne's birthday. Happy birthday. I almost bailed on doing a video today because I don't feel like I have enough to show you. So I think truly this is going to be a short one. I also happen to have a meeting in 40 minutes. Fortunately, I only have to travel about 7 minutes to get there, so that is no big deal. Maybe 5 minutes, but it's raining, so I have to go slowly for the half a mile between here and the church where my meeting is. So I'm a little bit constrained on time, and it's been an enormously busy week. Since I made the video last week, some things came up that I have gotten involved in at our church with some bylaws, revisions, and things like that. So anyway, I hope I can provide enough entertainment and content to make this worth your while today. Let's get at it. Flosstube means cross stitch. Variety show means something. Today, there's a tiny bit I can talk about. I'll first show you Emilie Kalwar. This is by Hands Across the Sea, Emilie Kalwar, 1890. And as I mentioned before, I chose to do this pattern because of those beautiful borders in there. But of course, to get to the borders, you have to get through the alphabets, which is also fun, really. So here is where I am. Last time, it's funny, I was gonna say, I had started all the borders at the top and now I've finished them, but I haven't finished this one, have I? So, but I did start the alphabets and the numbers, and I was doing that because I wanted to get the spacing down the side in order to try to begin the more ornate alphabet. So I have the A, B, and the first part of the C there on that line. So ornate. I mean, it's really, I think, going to look great when it's finished. I mean, it looks fine now. I'm using the called for DMC, and this is 18 count white stone Aida dyed by Fox and Rabbit. So that is that. Winter Rose Manor, I have done a tiny bit since I last showed it. You know, I can't remember, but Winter Rose Manor by, with a needle and thread. I feel like I've done maybe more than a tiny bit, but I really can't remember. Sorry. Had I finished the gate? I don't know. But anyway, here it is. Whether there's much new or not. I know I finished a tree and some more snow last night, so I have one more tree before the steps down here. I have 6 trees done, so I have just one more tree and then I'll be at the steps. The gate is already finished. I could start the house, but I didn't. As I said, it's been a crazy week, and you should just see. This is, normally I'm much more, well, it's just as well you can't see. Last weekend was Blackbird Designs Weekend Stitch Along. BBD Weekend Sal is the hashtag. And I'm working on Spell of the Moon. And I think that I posted a post-weekend picture on Instagram. And I'll show you my progress. So I did the tree and all of this part up here. The leaves, branches, and the little, I don't know, what are they? Stars? Flies? I don't know. But all I have left to do is there's a house and a flower arrangement down here, and then that will be finished. So fun. And really, the fact that it's only 3 colors is great. So this is 32 count Dune, Lugana, not sure of the maker of it. And these are the called for DMCs, only 3 colors. And this is, I didn't get out the picture. Is it within reach? Pardon me, I'm gonna lean out of frame just slightly here. This is Snippet Tiger Stare. I keep this one in one of these bags because they're excellent. They are excellent. And if you don't have or don't want a lot of lovely designer project bags, those are cheap and good from Amazon and other places. Snippet Tiger Stare by Charting Creations. I got about 400 or 500 more stitches in on this. I tell you, I ordered, I had to find some more Anchor Black because I realized I was far short of what I was going to need to do all the black that's in this. Because as you see, and as you know, if you know what tigers look like, which most of us do have some idea, there's a lot of black. And I actually have this wild idea that I might go at least to the end of my gridding there and do all the black and then come back and fill in the other stripes. I mean, I might get bored, but I think my gridding will take me actually up to a part of the eye, if not the whole eye. So I might do that. I mean, it would be really cool if I had the self-discipline to color complete the black, which maybe I do. It's just, you know, the other full coverage piece I'm doing, the under the roof of Blue Ionian Weather, is so much gray. Now there's color completing wouldn't really provide much structure there because there's so many colors. Excuse me, but in this one, I think there are only about 80 colors. 83 DMC colors, it says right here, thankfully. Oh, I'm doing that with the call for DMCs and on 18 count sand colored Aida, sand being a color that Zwiegart puts out directly. It's not an overdyed fabric. Full coverage, one should not make color substitutions, which reminds me, I ordered from Michael's at one point. I ordered thread that I needed, and I had 6 or 7 different colors listed, and I went onto their webpage and ordered it to be so that I could pick it up. You know, they would pick it out of the bins and I would pay for it online, and then I would just run by and pick it up. And so I did that, and they did it, and I picked up the little bag and came home and looked it over, and they had crossed out one of the numbers I had written, and then they'd written another number in. Excuse me? And what I had been asking for was a medium blue, and what they put in was a medium green or maybe a gray or something. It was not a possible substitute. And I mean, that was just so bizarre. Well, it only cost 50 cents. The skein only cost 50 cents. So I did not go back and scold them for doing that. I just ordered the other color, or went maybe myself another time and found it, or it had come, you know, their stock had been replenished or something. But I mean, if you, we order, occasionally we used to order groceries, you know, you do the express lane pickup, so you can put in your order and they'll pack it up for you, and then you come by and get it. And I had noticed that apricots, fresh apricots, were on sale. Well, I love a fresh apricot. we don't get them very often around here. They must be delicate to transport. So I thought, oh, I'm gonna have them pick up a couple of apricots. So I put it on the list, and when they called to say the order was ready, they said no substitutions. I said, wonderful. I went, and there were no apricots in my bag, but there were 2 plums. So I thought, well, they must have not remembered to put that there had been a substitution. So the next week, apricots were still on sale. So I, again, said I wanted 2 apricots. And again, the order came back with 2 plums. So I really think whoever was doing their picking of things did not know that a plum and an apricot are different things. But I like plums as well, so it doesn't matter. Okay. No more waffle. So Cindy, my friend, my quilting friend, we were talking about doing another galloping horse video, but I just don't think there's time between now and the end of the month, between some travel I'm doing, some travel she's doing. I mean, maybe the last week in April, we will manage it. Possibly. I'm just not sure. But I am kind of anxious to show you these quilts, because I'd shown in the last Galloping Horse video these little or not panels at all, they're quilts that I was making out of this beautiful multicolored fabric. And what I showed was the center panel with the side blocks. I'll back up a little. But I said I was going to put borders and binding and just quilt them. And so that's what I've done. So I had 6 of them, and I've quilted all 6, and I've put the binding, put borders and quilted all 6, and I've sewn the binding on the edge, but I'll just show you a couple of them. So this is the seahorse. I chose the blue fabric. It matches one of the blues in the piecing. And at that time I made what felt like miles of this particular color blue solid for binding, because it was going to go with this, it goes with the blue that's in here. So it would go nicely, and it would frame any of the colors I were to choose. So that's what I did. And I thought I would have enough for all 6 quilts, but I didn't, as you will see. Whoa. Yeah, this is the hippopotamus. I love this one. And as you can maybe tell, I don't have the binding sewn at all. I mean, it's stitched on, it just has to be hand sewn around to the back. Really. Yeah. Love that. Here I chose, of course, the green fabric. This blue is a perfect frame for it. And this is the cat, which I love. I chose pink for the border, and I was running out of the blue binding, so I happened to have a solid, a dark pink to use as the binding for that, and I think that looks great as well. And the quilting that I did, I don't know, it's hard to tell if this camera's going to show it. I guess it does. It's a pattern called Hearts and Loops, and it's very, I really like it because it gives a nice texture. It has an actual shape. It's not hard really to do, and it doesn't make the quilt too stiff. And it's, I think, a great quilt, a great overall edge-to-edge quilting design. That is one of the ones that, if you were to ask me to quilt a quilt for you, that is one of the ones I would offer, because I think it gives a very nice result and has some interest to it. And I enjoy doing it, so there would be that bonus. Anyway, that has been fun to work on. When my husband and I watch a little TV after supper or during supper, well, I don't work on those during supper, but I sometimes will sit and hand sew the binding on those, just as I can do it in bright light. I don't need magnification. That's a big plus, but I do still need good light for it. So anyway, that is something I've been working on also. I have at times shown the quilt I'm making for Anne. I am making progress on it. I'll save that for the next Galloping Horse video. Again, maybe it will be by the end of this month. I'm going to guess it would be next month. Now, a couple of things. Next Friday, I will not be making a video. The following Friday, I won't be making a video either, because on next Friday, I am traveling, and the following Friday, my husband and I are going to be at the beach. Let me just look at my calendar to be sure I have the dates right. It's sort of hard to remember. No, actually, I'm wrong. I will not make a video next Friday. The following Friday, I think I will be able to. Then the following Friday, I won't. And then the following Friday, I will. And then the following Friday, I probably won't. Again, traveling. And then after that, I plan to be back on a weekly schedule. So what does this mean for you? It means that there's finally a reason that actually matters to you that you might want to subscribe if you have not already subscribed. Because if you subscribe, and especially if you hit the notification bell, you'll be notified. It'd just be easier for you to tell if I've actually made a video. It's possible I would make a video not on a Friday during some of this stretch of time that I'm not going to be able to make videos on Fridays. That it is possible that I would do that. I don't know. I seem to feel that I have to have enough to bother showing you with regard to what my cross stitch is, because this is a Flosstube video series primarily, even though I have other interests. And we talk about other things because it's a variety show. So anyway, I'm not sure. I don't mean to be thinking out loud here, and you have to watch me calculate my calendar. But for sure, this coming Friday, there will not be a video. And apparently there will be the one after that. I don't know. Anyway, that's it. Enough of this. Emilie, calm down. Again, happy birthday to Leslie and Anne. Happy Easter to any of you who are going to celebrate that. We're looking forward to that wonderful resurrection celebration on Sunday, which sort of is the demarcation of our hope. The hope of Christianity is all tied up in the events of Good Friday and Easter Sunday. And today's Good Friday and Sunday is Easter Sunday. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me today. This is brief, but I'll catch you again soon. Many blessings to you, friends.